Now today I'm going to make a chocolate hazelnut cheesecake. Now the good thing about this recipe, it's really simple and it's absolutely tasty, and it only uses 4 ingredients, so give this a go. So for making up this chocolate cheesecake, just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now what I've got is 2 tubs of Nutella spread. You can use any chocolate spread. In total I've got 400 grams of Nutella chocolate spread. Now what we're going to do is mix that with Philadelphia cheese. I've got 2 tubs of that, so in total 360 grams of Philadelphia cheese. Now I've also got some biscuits. I've chosen to use digestive biscuits, but you could use any biscuit you like. And what we're going to do with the biscuits is put them in a plastic bag, just bash them, sort of, you know, make them a lot smaller, and we'll mix a little bit of Nutella spread with the biscuits, and that's going to be the base of this cheesecake. Now I've got some nuts here. I've chosen to use hazelnuts. Probably use about half that pack, so 50 or so grams of the nuts. And what I'm going to do is just lightly roast them in the oven, pull them out, and we can sort of chop them up, break them up, make them a bit smaller, and then we can just sprinkle those over the top of this chocolate cheesecake at the end. The only other thing I have got is a little tiny bit of butter, because the baking tin I'm going to use, we're just going to wipe, you know, a little bit around the inside, because my tin's fairly old and I just want to make sure the cake, you know, gets nice and easily released when I pop it out. But really there's 4 main ingredients there, and you know, it just tastes wonderful. Now what I'm going to do is start off by getting the biscuits, put them in a plastic bag, give them a bash with a rolling pin to break them down a little bit, and then we can mix them up with a little bit of that Nutella spread to make the base of this chocolate cheesecake. I think that'll do us. They don't have to be all exactly broken up, but as long as they're sort of fairly small, we can mix with the Nutella spread. So there's me biscuits all done. So let's get a bowl and put some Nutella in the bowl and mix that with the biscuits. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some chocolate spread in there. Now as a guide, I think I'm going to use about half a jar of this, so probably about 100 grams of chocolate spread. We'll see how we go. Make sure you got enough that it all combines, but obviously we do want to save some of it for the rest of the mix. Now let's move that aside. I'm going to get my baking tin, and I'm just going to put a little bit of butter around the inside just to make sure the cake nicely releases at the end. So that's done. Now let's put in all that mixture and make a nice thick base. Now I do like to have a nice thick base when I'm making a cheesecake, because it means at the bottom you get a nice good crunch. Now I'm just going to squash that down. For that I've actually got a bent over spoon. It's like a soup spoon that I just sort of bent over. Had this for years. It's really useful for doing this sort of thing. So I'm just going to squash that down nice and tight all round the edges. There you go. That's all done. Now I'm going to move that aside. Get myself a mixing bowl, and I'm going to mix up the Philadelphia with the rest of that Nutella spread. Now rather than dirtying another bowl, I thought that's clean enough, might as well use this one. So let's just put the 2 tubs of Philadelphia in there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is give that a good beating, get it nicely sort of broken down. And once we've done that, we can start adding in the chocolate. There you go, I think that'll do. And next of all, I'm just going to mix in the 1.5 jars we've got left of the Nutella spread. So I've got pretty much most of the chocolate spread out of there. And really what we can do is just flip those over to get them nicely combined. So again, I'll just carry on doing that until I find you've got the chocolate with the Philadelphia all nicely mixed up. There you go, that'll do us. Just did that for about a minute really. Now let's pull this out of the way. Bring back that baking tin, and we can tip all that straight in there. Just getting the last bits out. Now it's always worth using these silicone spatulas because they really do work well at cleaning the bowl out. So that's it, pretty clean. And then just push that down, flatten it out, and try and get it round to the edges nice and flat. So I just carry on gently doing that. There you go. Now what we can do is if you just give it a wobble like this, move it around, it'll tend to help release any of the air bubbles there might be in there, but also just kind of helps to flatten it out and get it nicely tucked in around the edges. So there we go. There is our beautiful chocolate cheesecake all ready. So now I've got the cheesecake ready to go. Now we're not going to bake this in the oven. What I'm going to do is actually put it in the opposite. I'm going to put it in the freezer and leave it overnight. Now to do that, I'm just going to put a little bit of cellophane over the top, in case you get any bits of ice in there. And really just leave that overnight. And then what you want to do is before you serve it up tomorrow, say, you can actually, just pull it out and leave it to cool down, warm up slightly. I would say for about 20-30 minutes before you serve it up. So I'm going to pop mine in the freezer. The only other thing I'm going to do today is just roast me nuts, break them up so that tomorrow I can just sprinkle them over the top and then we can serve it up and enjoy. So now I've got the chocolate cheesecake in the freezer. I've got a baking tin and I've got me nuts. Now I've got half the packets of about 50 grams or so of these hazelnuts. Now what I'm going to do with those is pop them into a medium heat oven and just roast them so they get a little bit of a colour, and then we can pull them out, break them up, chop them up or whatever you want, and then they're ready tomorrow for when we pull out this chocolate cheesecake. So just going to put them on a baking tray. Remember, they're probably still fairly hot, and what we can do is just really chop them up, make them fairly small. So again, I'll carry on doing that. There you go, that'll do us. They haven't got to be completely fine. Beautiful. So really, the nuts are done. I'm just going to put those in a little bowl, and we're going to leave those until tomorrow when we pull out this chocolate cheesecake, and then we can sprinkle over the top, and we're going to try some. So I'll see you tomorrow. Now it's the next day, and I've had that beautiful chocolate cheesecake in the freezer overnight. So that is nicely set. Now it's going to peel back the cellophane. Oh, look at that, look at that. That is nicely set, lovely. Now what we need to do with that is just let it warm up very slightly so I can pop it out of the tin. Then I'm going to place it on a plate, and when it's soft enough that I can cut a nice slice out of it, I'm going to do that and try some. Now just pop that on there like that. That looks beautiful. Now, whether that is soft enough for me to cut a slice, we'll try it, but if not, I'll wait just a little bit longer. Now, the other thing is, while we've got it here, is we've got these nuts. Remember, I sort of roasted those yesterday, and to be honest with you, I'm just going to sprinkle those on the top there like that. I mean, obviously you can put as many as you like, but I think they're really nice. So let's carve a piece of this out. It's just about doable. Obviously you could leave it a little bit longer. I did have a go, but to be honest with you, I couldn't get down to the bottom. So probably going to leave mine another 10 minutes and then it should be really nice and easy to cut through. So I've come back for the second go. So I left mine another 10 minutes. So really, mine's had about 25 minutes since it's come out the freezer. So maybe, leave it half an hour to be safe. But let's go down. It's a little bit better. And let's cut a little bit on the other side. I think if we go about there. That's it. I think I just had a little bit of the base holding it together. That's better. Got it out. Come in whether he likes it or not. Look at that. Let me just put it on a plate. And we're going to try some. Now, it's obviously at the moment still a little bit firm, but I can go with that. Now, it's probably not soft enough at this moment to go with like a spoon, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, it's a little bit hard. But let me try it like this and see how it tastes. I mean, obviously we can wait a little bit longer. Oh. No, good thing about having it like this, when it's still a little bit firm, is you can put it in your mouth, roll your tongue on it, and it's kind of melting into your mouth. It's absolutely lovely like this. It's got a really lovely Nutella flavour. You can definitely tell this has been made with Nutella. And the base, it's got a nice crunch to it with those digestives. This is a beautiful cake. So any chocoholics out there, go and make this. It's gorgeous. And obviously, you know, if you want to wait a little bit longer, it'll be a little bit softer, but it's absolutely scrummy as it is. Now I had a piece earlier after half an hour. Now since then, I've had the vultures in and half the cake has already gone. Now what I'm going to do is just show you, this is at a 1 hour stage. It's now a lot softer and you can just cut through that. Lovely. Beautiful. Let me just try that again. Still nicely chilled, melt in your mouth, but you know, it's a little bit easier to cut with your spoon. You can go all the way down, so you can choose half an hour and it's really nice and chilled, or leave it for an hour and then obviously it's really soft and you can cut through the spoon. Beautiful. Thanks again. Don't forget to put it in the fridge afterwards. I'll see you on the next one. The original Naked Chef.